can't talk to you now, Mr. McGraw. You'll have to wait, Mr. McGraw. Why don't you cool your heels for an hour and a half? What? It isn't even a 15th. What do they think I'm gonna do? Pack up all the antiques and move to Tahiti? Dear Mr. McGraw, as a successful, financially responsible member of the business community, you have been awarded... You can wait. You can wait. You can go. Maginnis, where the hell do you get these crazy cases? If I had half a brain, I'd move to Cleveland and open up a bowling alley with my brother Mike. Yeah. Hello? Yeah.
Mr. McGraw? Oh, thank heavens, this is Donna. I've been calling you for an hour. Listen, I'm terribly
Hey, where
sorry.
were you? I waited for you from 2 o'clock until way after 3.
Please, I couldn't. Someone was following me.
Whoa, wait a minute. Who was following you?
Well, I'm not sure. Look, I think I'm okay now, so meet me down at the harbor in 30 minutes.
Hey, listen, honey, if this is some kind of a stall...
No, I swear it, please. I want to get this over with. Gresham Pier, 30 minutes.
McGinnis, this one's gonna cost you double. Now, you sure you can tell the court all about it?
Please, I couldn't. Someone was following me. Hey, look, I gotta go.
Yeah, okay. Well, listen, thanks for everything.
Objection, Your Honor. Look, if we can't have some order here, I'm going to clear this court. Objection sustained. Mr. Chase, the witness has answered that question a dozen times. Now let's move on to another one, assuming you have another one to ask.
Of course, Your Honor. Mr. Chiaffi, for the moment, let's forget about June 23rd. Did you then, or did you ever, stop at Moe's all-night mini-mart for, say, a cup of coffee, a donut?
I don't know. I'm a cabbie. I stop at a lot of places.
Then you were acquainted with the owner, Morris Leibowitz.
I didn't say that.
And you knew that he did a thriving business and kept several $100s on the premises.
No.
Objection. Leading the witness. Sustained. Mr. Chase.
Sorry, Your Honor. Mr. Chiaffi, let's turn to the two witnesses, both of whom identified you as the man who shot Morris Leibowitz to death and then ran from the store after having rifled the cash register of several $100.
I told you I wasn't there. Look, I wasn't even in Boston.
Jay's trying to track him down.
Stephen, call the office again. We've got to have that witness he promised us.
Very conveniently driving a fare to Providence, Rhode Island, a
We got trouble.
What?
It's Uncle Harry. The police just found him unconscious in an alley near the harbor. He's been shot.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Don't be alarmed. Harry's in the hospital. He's got a little brain.
Mrs. McGinnis?
Your Honor, my associate, Mr. McGraw, was to appear here this morning with a witness vital to our case. I've just learned that Mr. McGraw has been shot and has been taken to Boston General Hospital. In light of this,
You are not going to ask for
I am
another
asking for a continuance of at least 72 hours.
Mrs. McGinnis, while I sympathize with your plight and Mr. McGraw's bullet wound, this case has dragged on far too long already. Court is adjourned until 10 a.m. tomorrow, at which time you will present your additional witness, or I will hear closing arguments. Closing, Mrs. McGinnis, as in final, terminal, fini.
He was discovered in an alley off North Street. His clothes were wet. He was suffering from exposure, and a bullet had grazed his right temple.
How is he now?
I don't know. I just came on duty 20 minutes ago. He's in here.
Harry? Oh, thank God. Are you all right? Who shot you? Why were your clothes so wet? Harry? What's the matter?
I guess I'm supposed to know you, right?
Of course. You know me. I'm Eleanor.
I'm very sorry, Miss...
Eleanor McGinnis.
Right, Miss McGinnis, Eleanor. But they showed me my identification, and I read it, but I'm really a blank.
It's amnesia. He doesn't know who he is.
Oh, dear heavens. Can't you do something?
Ma'am, these things generally sort themselves out sooner or later. It's only temporary, I'm sure. It'll start coming back to him in a couple of hours, or tomorrow, or next week.
Or next year? Or never?
Aunt Ellie, I just found a parking spot.
Uncle Harry, you're all right. Oh, we were worried sick.
EJ, the doctor said he's going to be all right physically, but he has temporarily forgotten who he is.
You're kidding.
Harry, this is Emma Jean, your niece. This is Stephen, my nephew.
Emma Jean, Stephen, how do you do? Nice to meet both of you.
I don't believe this. No, my mom is your sister, Terry. Teresa. She lives in Iowa.
Iowa. I hear that's a nice place.
Harry, you hate Iowa.
Harry, this is your office.
Oh, please, Eleanor, let me.
Actually, this is my office out here. My desk.
You actually work in this mess? Don't tell me I work in here.
You're a free spirit, Harry, unencumbered by conventional standards of neatness.
How do I ever find anything?
You sort of have your own system. I almost have it figured out. Anybody for a soda?
Yes, thanks. I am a little thirsty. Oh, excuse me.
Harry, you've got to get to the problem at hand. My witness.
As I said, Eleanor, I'd like to help.
I know you can't remember, but if we don't find that witness, my client is going to go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
I'm sorry. Eleanor, I know you're being very sincere, but I have no idea what you're talking about. And I certainly don't know anything about being a detective.
Well, you better learn, because you're all I've got. EJ, what was the name of that woman that you mentioned?
Donna.
Donna who?
You called from a payphone late last night. You told me you were hot on the trail of a woman named Donna. That's it. Just Donna.
Hi. Harry, what about, is there anything in your wallet, your pockets, a card, a piece of paper, anything that might give us a hint about where you were yesterday?
I don't know. Let's see.
What's this? It's a gold cufflink. Ray? Who's Ray? Where'd you get this?
Oh. I have no idea.
Harry, since your name isn't Ray, perhaps that gold cufflink is a lead. think we'd better go and have a visit with my client.
Sure.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Aunt Ellie, they just located Harry's car parked at the pier. They've taken it to the impound.
There may be something in the car. Would you go down and get it? Harry and I have to go and see Vincent.
No problem.
Emma Jean, while I'm gone, you think you could clean this place up? Thank you.
He lost his what?
The doctor assured me his amnesia is temporary.
And I'm looking at 20 to life, which is going to be permanent. Mrs. McGinnis.
Look, please, Vinny. We only have until tomorrow morning.
Okay. Mr. McGraw, you want it one more time? I'll give it to you one more time, okay? It's about 12:45 in the morning. I pick up this fare near Quincy Market. She says she wants to go to Providence, Rhode Island. I tell her it's going to be at least 100, maybe 150 bucks. And she says the money is no problem. She hands me this wad of dough.
Could her name have been Donna? Does that mean anything to you?
I don't know. She was nervous. You know, like I told you, she was kind of quiet. Never really told me her name or anything. She was kind of tall, blonde, 40-ish maybe. Good looking, nice figure. She says she wants to go to 8525 Devonshire Street in Providence. So we take off.
And at the time of the robbery, which was at 1:10...
Me and this lady are on I-95 headed for Providence.
And you never got there?
No, halfway there, she changes her mind. She said she wants to go back. So I turn around. About a half hour later, we're back in Boston. All of a sudden, she says, stop the car, and she gets out and runs off. I says, lady, you got some money coming back. She just turns around, shakes her head, and runs off. That's the last time I ever saw her.
However, you would be able to recognize her if you ever saw her again.
Yeah, a lady like that, yeah.
Well, Harry, what do you think?
Think about what?
You solved this case once before, you're going to solve it again.
Oh, by the way, that gentleman's story in there, you don't honestly believe that flight of fancy, do you?
Well, Ellie, Eleanor, I'm glad I found you. I called your office earlier. Your nephew Steve told me about looks about the same to me.
Tyler, Harry is not deaf.
Oh.
Harry, this is Tyler Chase, Assistant District Attorney.
Oh, how do you do? It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Yeah. Oh, he's much worse than I suspected.
Tyler, I'm sure you did not come down here just for a chuckle.
No. Actually, we found something that bears on your case. Several witnesses heard some gunfire down at the docks early this morning. It's probably where Harry was wounded. Just about an hour ago, we fished Jane Doe out of the harbor. .30 caliber slug in the chest. There may be some connection. And your entire case hinges on this so-called missing mystery woman that your cabbie picked up. It occurred to me that maybe this was her.
Mr. Chaffee's fare was a blonde, not a brunette.
Maybe she was wearing a wig.
Harry, do you recognize her? Harry?
Sorry, I never saw her before in my life. My father was grooming me for the majors. You know, he was a pretty good AAA shortstop.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. He batted .304 one year at Charlotte. Then the war caught up with him, and after that, it was all over. Guess that's why he was always pushing me so hard. He wanted me to pick up where he left off.
Yes? Harry, keep trying. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, I remember. I busted my arm. After that, I couldn't throw for squat. Oh, excuse me, I meant to say.
Oh, no, you said it just fine, Harry.
Yeah, my mom was just as happy, though. She wanted me to be a CPA. Wonder what happened to that career.
Harry, this is wonderful. Slowly but surely, your memory is coming back to you. Now, if we could just think of a way to accelerate the process. Are you hungry?
Oh, are you kidding? I could eat a horse.
Wonderful. I know just the place, and if that doesn't get your memory up to speed, nothing will.
Are you sure you want to eat here, Eleanor?
Why not?
It's so common. It's hardly the place for a lady like yourself.
Thank you, Harry, but if I can make the sacrifice, so can you. Thank you.
Hi, Harry. I'll be with you in a sec.
What do you say, Harry? How about a little action?
Oh, no thanks.
Yeah, give you a chance to pick up what you dropped Tuesday night, huh, hot shot?
Oh, no, I wouldn't want to gamble. Besides, pool seems like a really childish game. Total waste of time, really. But thanks anyway.
Oh, sorry. Okay. What can I get you, huh?
Tea and whole wheat toast, please.
So the usual for you, Harry?
Huh?
The usual.
Hi, Aunt Ellie. I just picked up Harry's car. It's out in the street. Is he any better?
Oh, thank you, Stephen. That's very kind of you.
Why did I ask? Listen, I'll see you later. Okay?
No, Stephen, sit down.
But I have to do the quarterlies on
Please, Stephen, sit down. Got a big problem here.
Well,
Now, look, Harry. I know that you're confused, and I know things are difficult, but we have simply got to make progress on this case. Now, the first thing that we have to do is to find out who that dead girl is.
What dead girl?
I'll fill you in later. She may be Donna. She may not be. And what about that address in Providence? Shouldn't we check it out? And the gold cufflink with the name Ray on it? Who is Ray? Where does he fit in?
those are very interesting questions. But I don't have the answer to any of them.
Well, you simply have to find them, Harry. I'm sorry. Perhaps you could go to Providence. And, Stephen, I think you should go with him.
Me?
To steer him in the right direction, get him to ask the right questions. Until, pray God, he gets his memory back.
Well, as I said, I'm really all at sea, but since you've been so kind and understanding, I'll do anything I can to cooperate, in any way. That's the worst hamburger I ever tasted in my life.
Here, you drive. I wouldn't know where to begin.
I drive this?
Of course.
Now, look, Stephen, I know we're in a hurry. But I'm not going anywhere until we go to a car wash. Certainly not going to drive to Providence like this.
Absolutely, Harry.
Leave your car on the street for a few hours and look what happens. People have no respect.
There, that's Devonshire there. $85.25. Harry, that's it. The Bite a While Motel.
What do we do now?
We go inside and ask questions.
Like,
were they holding a room for somebody that night? Maybe it was a woman who never showed? What was her name?
Oh, no, buddy. I don't want any more trouble with you.
excuse me, sir.
I told you everything I knew yesterday. I'll tell you something else, tough guy. The manager found out I let you into 23B. It almost cost me my job.
23B?
23B. Good work, Harry. Now, that's the room the woman booked, right?
Woman? What woman? It was the guy, Smith. John Smith. I told you that. Only his name wasn't John because of the cufflink.
Oh, you mean Ray?
Yeah, Ray. Say, what's going on here? And who's this guy?
Oh, him? He...
I'm McGraw's partner. The name's Lacey. Actually, I'm kind of a senior partner. The fact is, you can understand, having a lot of problems with this cock and bull story Harry came back with.
This animal works for you. You ought to put a leash on him.
Whoa. Take it easy, big fella. He's only kidding. Fair warning. You get him started, I can't be responsible. Capiche? War wound.
Oh. Well, I knew it was something.
So you gotta understand why sometimes I gotta check his work. Now, suppose you tell me everything you told him. And that way, we won't have no trouble. Okay?
Yeah, sure. Well, like I told that bozo there, this guy Smith checked in a few months ago.
Okay, now we've got something.
What have we got?
Just get in the car, Harry. Okay, the night of the robbery and murder, this guy Smith checks in and tells the desk clerk that he's expecting his wife to join him. Only she never shows. He keeps calling the desk to see if there are any messages for him. He got really PO'd when there weren't.
Yes, but that doesn't prove...
Harry. Just listen. Thank you. Twice, Smith went into the lobby to make a call on the payphone. A toll call, Harry, because he needed a lot of change from the desk clerk.
Say, Stephen, that's very smart.
It's also something you should have thought of.
Well, all right. So what happened? The woman never appeared.
Right. So the next morning, this guy, Smith, or Ray, checks out.
I understand. So the man was waiting for her, but the woman never showed up. And if we can find out who this man is, we may be able to identify the woman who was in the cab.
Great, Harry. You're catching on.
So what does this man look like?
Look like?
You did get his description from the desk clerk, didn't you?
Be right back. It's hopeless on Ellie. He doesn't have the foggiest idea what he's supposed to do next.
And frankly, Stephen, neither do we. We have a description of the man in the motel. We have a cufflink with the name Ray. And Harry was trading a woman called Donna. We have all these clues. And we don't know what to do with them.
You know, I never realized how sharp the real Harry was. I almost wish he'd snap back to normal.
His wheel decks and appointment calendar are a big zip. No Donnas and no Rays, other than his usual cronies.
I think it's time to call Tyler.
Eleanor, dear thing, I've been thinking about you.
Does that mean that you've identified the Jane Doe that was fished out of the harbor this morning?
No, I've been thinking about your plight, and my good nature has gotten the best of me. So why prolong the inevitable? Even though I've got your Mr. Chioffi hung out to dry, I might be willing to consider, say, second degree, and we can throw out the robbery count.
Tyler, my client is innocent.
Your client could be St. Thomas Aquinas, but tomorrow morning a jury is going to send him to jail for the rest of his life. Now, do you want to continue to tilt at windmills, or do you wish to make a deal?
Tyler!
Time's running out.
Tyler!
Still here.
I'll get back to you.
Eleanor, I'm sorry, but this detective business, I mean, it's such a sordid and degrading way to make a living. First thing I'm going to do when I get my memory back is try to find some other line of work. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really feel very grubby in these clothes, and I'd like to go and change. Could somebody please tell me where I live?
We're closed till 4:30, pal.
Excuse me.
Hey, didn't we have enough trouble out of you last night?
Ah, you recognize me. Excellent.
Smart guy, huh?
Look, I'd like to ask a few questions, if you don't mind.
I do mind. I minded last night, and I mind now.
Now, please, sir, don't put your hands on me. If you could just answer a few questions, like what time did I come in last night? What was I asking you? That sort of
real
thing.
bozo, huh? Okay, buddy, out.
Now, look,
Before I rearrange your face.
I don't believe in physical violence, but I refuse to be manhandled.
Leon! What's the problem?
This guy's the problem. Mr. Dreyfus, this is that creep PI that busted in here last night asking a lot of questions and bothering Donna. Rudy tossed him out on his ear.
Rudy never said anything to me about that last night.
Sir, my name is McGraw, Harry McGraw.
Sigmund Dreyfus.
And I honestly don't remember anything about this incident that this gentleman's talking about.
Rudy Yates doesn't throw out a paying customer without a good reason, Mr. McGraw.
Well, Mr. Dreyfus, frankly, my memory's been playing tricks on me lately, and, well, this gentleman said I was chatting with some woman named Donna.
Oh, Donna Casper.
Who's Donna Casper?
She's my club pianist, Mr. McGraw.
Is she, tall, brunette, attractive figure?
That's a pretty accurate description. Well, why don't you see for yourself? She's right behind you. I'm sorry, Rudy. I was just told by a gentleman that's here now, a private detective by the name of McGraw, that Donna's in the morgue as a Jane Doe. Rudy, I know this is going to be very difficult, but could you go down and identify the body? Well, I'd do it myself, but as you know, that would be inadvisable. Well, call me as soon as you hear anything. Rudy and Donna were close. Very close, Mr. McGraw. Naturally, he's devastated. Now, is there anything more I can do for you?
Well, yes, actually. Did Donna ever wear a blonde wig?
That's an odd question. No, she didn't.
Did she have any blonde friends? Tall, willowy, expensively dressed?
Please excuse me. I gotta go.
Nice seeing you again. Don't come back.
Harry, where have you been?
I think I may have a notion about this case, actually. Well, I'm not sure, but it could be worth exploring.
What, Harry?
How would I go about determining the ownership of a nightclub called the Club Francais? Here's the address.
Well, you do what you always do. Lay some line of bull on your pal Jerome down at the Alcohol Control Board.
Line of bull?
Let me handle it. I think I got the routine down cold.
Thanks.
Stephen, look, be a dear. Go over those transcripts. There's 2 eyewitnesses. If we can't think of anything else, we'll recall them and try to discredit their testimony.
Aunt Ellie, they're nuns.
Does that mean they have good eyesight?
Hello, Jerome. E.J. Brunson. Harry's E.J. Brunson. Harry McGraw. Jerome, don't hang up on me. Jerome? Hello?
Harry, they identified the woman at the morgue.
Yes, her name is Donna Casper.
You're better.
Well, her boyfriend identified her, right?
Boyfriend? What boyfriend?
Man named Rudy Yates.
No, they matched her prints with the FBI file in Washington.
That's funny. Yates was supposed to go down there.
Harry, what happened?
Well, nothing to get excited about yet, but I've had a couple of flashes, you know, like deja vu. It's familiar faces, but blurred, and all having to do with this dive called the Club Francais. Now, I think I was down there last night, and I think I also saw a voluptuous blonde who matches the description your cab driver gave us.
Harry, that's wonderful.
Harry? Jerome was not happy, but I got the information you wanted. The price is 2 center court seats to a Celtics game.
Why would I give this man
No,
2 seats?
Never mind. What happened? What did you learn?
The Club Francais is owned by a man named Rudy Yates. He bought it.
Oh, 1 minute, Emma Jean. I think you're mistaken. It's owned by a man named Dreyfus, Siggy Dreyfus.
Wrong, Harry. Here it is in black and white. Rudolph Antonio Yates. Age 39, born Newark, New Jersey. Mother's maiden name, D'Angelo. Made it through high school? Barely.
R-A-Y. It isn't a name, it's initials.
And this Rudolph was the man waiting for that blonde in the Providence Motel.
We better track him down right away.
No, wait a minute. Something doesn't make sense. Dreyfus was reluctant to go to police headquarters. He said, what did he say? He said, I would go myself, but it would be inadvisable. Now, it occurs to me that Dreyfus is the sort of man who might have trouble getting a license of his own. The sort of man who might need a front.
Now, this is my Uncle Harry.
Only how would I go about checking out this Dreyfus?
Well, almost my Uncle Harry.
I know somebody who can help. Come on.
You know, I'd like to go back to that club again to see if I could spot that blonde, but if they saw me, they'd probably throw me out again.
On Ellie?
Whoa.
But what, Harry?
If two young people on a date went there and nursed a few beers.
What? Me on a date in a dive?
I think it's a wonderful idea.
What is a wonderful idea?
EJ will tell you. Look, Stephen, we're on our way to see Sergeant Sternhagen. If you need us, you can reach us there.
Great. Who's Sergeant Sternhagen?
Gee, I don't know, Mrs. McGinnis. I could get in a lot of trouble.
Oh, Howard, you've always done it before.
Sure, but that was for Harry. I mean, you know, Harry and me, we're kind of like family, almost.
I wouldn't ask this if it wasn't very, very important. And Harry is almost useless as long as this amnesia continues.
Excuse me. Howard, do you have any paper towels? I've spilled some of this coffee.
Weird. Right underneath the shelf, Harry.
Thank you.
Come on. If he owns a club, we got to have something on him in here. Ah, Sigmund Dreyfus. Huh. Well, that's odd.
What is?
This. This memo says that all file material has been transferred to Captain Ormandy's office.
And?
Well, Ormandy runs a very special ship here, ma'am. He works very closely with the FBI, and most of what he does is very hush-hush. This is very, very strange.
Hey, what the hell is going on here? Howard, baby, you're the greatest. What are you doing with a picture of my wife?
Your wife?
This is wonderful. His memory's returning.
Come on, Steenberger. What's going on between you and my wife?
Harry, she's not your wife. She's my wife.
What?
You got a divorce.
Me and Irene divorced? You're crazy. A great gal like that?
Years ago.
Really?
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 I must have been nuts. Me and Irene, Splitsville. Geez, Steinbrenner, you're a lucky guy.
Yeah, I know, Harry. I know.
EJ, that drink, you're supposed to nurse it, not preserve it for posterity.
I hate rum in my Coke.
What if you hadn't ordered rum in your Coke? I would have looked at you funny.
They're looking at me funny anyway. That guy at the bar's been staring at me all night.
What a relief. I thought he was staring at me.
Look, I don't think I'm cut out for this undercover work. It's this place. It reeks of gin. It smells of tobacco. I keep waiting for Sidney Greenstreet to walk in the door. Steve, what is it?
Talking about walking through the door. Tall, blonde.
Leggy, attractive.
R&I, Sternhagen. Mrs. McGinnis? I'm sorry, she just left. Maybe 5 minutes ago.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Harry, you've got to keep thinking. Why was this file sent to Captain Ormandy? What's so special about Sigmund Dreyfus?
What are you asking me for? Let's be honest, Eleanor. Whatever it is you're asking me to remember, I'm not going to remember.
Well, you certainly remembered Irene.
Well, who wouldn't? What the hell? Are you crazy?
Oh, Harry. Here. Please, please don't. Please don't. Wake up, Harry. Wake up. Don't be asleep now. This is the wrong time to be asleep. Harry, wake up!
Hey, take it easy, McGinnis. This is my good suit. What are you doing here, McGinnis?
What am I doing here? I've just been in an accident with you. Oh, Harry, you're back.
Well, what do you mean I'm back? I never left. Oh, wait a minute. This is screwy. I was just standing on the pier talking to Donna Casper.
Well, she's dead. Somebody shot her, and somebody also shot you, Harry. That's where you got
That's
this
somebody. Dirtbag named Rudy Yates. Yeah, I remember. We were standing on the pier. I heard a shot, and Donna got hit. I looked up, and I spotted Rudy on the roof. He had me in his sights.
Well, he just had you in his sights 2 minutes ago, Harry. He tried to run us off the road, but I scared him away with this.
Oh, whoa, take it easy. You shouldn't be messing around with that. Hey, listen, we gotta get down to this rat hole dive called the Club Francais.
Oh, good. Steve and EJ are already there, staking it out.
Whose dumb idea was that?
Yours, Harry.
Not exactly. I mean, I'm not sure. Sternhagen's a little fuzzy about where they were going. Order another drink.
I can't. I'll throw up. Don't you think we should do something?
Do what?
Magda Dreyfus. She's the fare your client almost took to Providence.
Harry, slow down.
And that's just for openers. Magda's married to this guy, Siggy Dreyfus. Only what Siggy didn't know was Magda was fooling around behind his back with this Rudy Yates, who's supposed to be Siggy's good right arm. Except with a pal around like him, Siggy better be ambidextrous.
Where does Donna fit into all this?
She was Rudy's squeeze before he dumped her, which left her none too happy. Anyway, when I showed up there last night, she figured out what I was after and arranged to meet me at the harbor.
Hell hath no fury, Harry. Will you please not drive so fast?
Anyway, Donna told me Magda knew all about the trial, but she was afraid to testify because she wouldn't be able to explain to her old man what she was doing in Vinny Chiaffi's cab, which was to meet Rudy at Providence with $250,000 she glommed from Siggy's safe. They were supposed to split for parts unknown, but Magda chickened out about halfway to Providence, put the money back before Siggy knew it was gone.
What kind of man has $250,000 in cash in an office safe?
The kind of guy who's heavy into the importing business. The kind of business that the customs officials don't know anything about. And Magda knew if she testified, Siggy turned Rudy into hamburger meat inside of 24 hours. And Rudy must have followed Donna and tried to ice both of us. Which means, McGinnis...
Which means?
That those two kids are in deep fertilizer if Rudy figures out what they're doing in that club.
Harry, step on it.
I think they're leaving.
No.
Yes.
Well, what do you want me to do about it?
I want you to give me your pen.
Where are you going?
It was nice to see you.
Wait. You're her. I know you're her.
Excuse me?
Don't tell me no, because I've been waiting for this moment for 13 years. Kim Novak, right?
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Oh, this is absolutely the most fantastic day of my life.
Well, I'm sorry, but you've made a
I
mistake.
just adored you in Rear Window.
That's lovely, but I wasn't in Rear Window.
Vertigo, I meant Vertigo. Would you autograph this menu, please?
Harry, that's the car the man was driving, the man Yates who tried to kill us.
Stay put, McGinnis. I'm going in.
Not without me, you don't.
Here's your witness, McGinnis. Now, I'm gonna get me a piece of that barf bag Yates. Yates! Folks, it's our anniversary, me and the missus, so free drinks for everybody, at the bar. At the bar, go ahead. Yeah, right up there. Go ahead. Okay, Yates.
Harry? I ask you again, Mrs. Dreyfus, do you recognize the defendant seated on my left, Mr. Chiaffi?
Yes. On the night of June 23rd, I hired Mr. Chiaffi to drive me to Providence. We were in his cab together from 1:45 till 3:30 in the morning.
Thank you, Mrs. McGinnis. You were terrific.
Thank you, Vinny, for not giving up.
Excuse me.
Congratulations are in order, I suppose.
Thank you, Tyler.
Well, then, congratulations.
That's what I like about Tyler. He's such a good loser. Of course, he's had a lot of practice.
Be grateful, Harry. We almost blew this one. Excuse me. Mrs. Dreyfus, I just want to thank you for being so brave and unselfish.
I couldn't let that man go to jail.
Rudy was a terrible mistake. Miss McGinnis, I really do love my husband very deeply. That's why I changed my mind about Providence. But now, what do you think is going to happen to Siggy? I really can't say. You know, we never really do know how lucky we are until we lose something precious.
Tyler, isn't there something we can do to help this poor woman?
I'm sorry, Ellie. My hands are tied. Her husband is a smuggler, a dope dealer, and that illicit cash found in the safe, that's enough to put him away for 10, 15 years.
I know, but...
The law will run its course, Eleanor. And I couldn't do anything to prevent it, even if I wanted to.
Thank you, Tyler.
Of course, if you wanted to discuss it further, say, over dinner, well, I'd be glad to pick...
Good night, Tyler. Oh, Harry, I feel just miserable.
Yeah? You got your client off, didn't you?
I know, but that poor woman's life is in ruins.
Ah, she'll be all right.
Harry, how can you be so callous, so oblivious?
I'm telling you, McGinnis, she's going to be all right. See, while Tyler was covering his tail feathers with the mayor and the DA, I did some checking on Ormandy's file.
Ormandy?
No, Captain Ormandy, the guy who had the file on Dreyfus stashed away. Now, see, the thing is, McGinnis, Ziggy's not a crook at all. He's working for the FBI. He's been giving them enough info to put away half the gorillas in this state for the next 20 years.
And Tyler doesn't know it?
Tyler doesn't know what day it is. Cheers. I'm sorry, McGinnis. I keep forgetting.
It's all right, Harry. It's nice to have you back.